Oh, Sean, it is another rainy day here in the Richmond region, and
Cyclecross weather.
cyclocross weather, but not biking weather for many people like myself who are babies and don't want to get out. Although my Gary Fisher would be fine outside. Such a trek to get
Some
outside.
rain pants, you
Some
know.
rain pants.
Get some rain pants.
There you go. Well, we're here to talk about what happened last weekend, what's coming up this week in the world of RVA biking. So we'll start with the usual, which is our MO now. How was your weekend?
Good weekend, really busy. I went to see Jeff Tweedy at
Oh,
Lewis
me
Ginter,
too. That's right.
as
Me too.
as you
Thanks for the
did.
tickets. Yeah,
You're
thanks for the
welcome. That was
tickets.
that was a lot of fun, and so that was a good highlight for the weekend. And but no races, just got out for a couple of nice day rides, and the weather was good. So
Yeah.
it was a chilly night at Lewis Ginter, but really fun,
It
really
was
fun
so
show.
cold. It was so cold. Even they were complaining on stage of how cold it was.
Yeah,
I mean, but it was like 50 or something, 49, 50, which
yeah.
is, if you're moving around, fine. But when you're sitting there, it was chilly.
It's the
So,
guitar hand. You're not doing that much. It's hard to stay warm when you're just standing up there. So, but yeah, it was fun, and seeing his sons on stage was really cool. So,
yeah, he
that
was,
was a really good time.
yeah, it was a good time. Everything was really expensive though. Beer and
It
food.
always is. That is the nature of
Good Lord.
cheaper than Allianz.
I don't go out that much, and so that I'm like, oh, that's why I don't go out that
Yeah,
much. But
that's why you.
so yeah, I got a bike ride in though. I did with my bike rides, I try to do different scenarios or different themes to entertain myself on my rides because I leave just from my house and I try to go locally because sometimes I'm lazy and I don't feel like putting my bike rack on and going further. So I did a fall leaf tour, a fall leaf suburban tour, which people could see at Ian Stewart Cycles on YouTube. I don't know why I say it like a salesman, but so I filmed it, which I need to put it up. And I need a camera. I need an actual good camera because I'm riding like an idiot with my phone, and I'm trying not to shake. But I got some beautiful leaves, just all around suburbia. Just some really just stunning leaves. So it was a fun kind of tour to do.
Cool. I bet something like Midlothian Mines right now
I
looks
did
really
that. I was going
nice.
to say
Yeah.
I did a quote unquote gravel at Midlothian Mines where I did that, and then I had to take it off because they reinstalled some rocks at one of the entrances there, not by the pond, which I also went to, but they have a nice trail there, and they reinstalled a bunch of rocks. So I definitely had to put the phone camera down because it was like
Yeah,
my little
you could use a little handlebar mounted gimbal setup with some
yeah.
stabilization and so
I'm going to invest in a camera because I'm trying to grow that grow that
yeah.
audience a little bit on there. So I did that, and yeah, and there were some good cyclocross races on. I only caught two, the Super Prestige and the other one. Why am I blanking
Exact.
on? Yeah, the exact one, which I only caught the two women's races because I didn't have time to continue and watch. Usually I'll catch up and watch, but I've been busy. But those
Well,
were a good. That was a good race.
we're all
Oh, it
busy.
was. It was Sarah
Sarah
Casasola.
Casasola
Man,
winning
what a
on
nice
a
win.
Lucinda crash. So
Yeah, poorly.
and
She,
Lucinda will win plenty this year.
yeah,
She looks really strong, and Fem will win more. She looks really strong. Obviously, Fem got her
yeah.
50th. That was a neat moment with her holding up the sign.
That was really cool. So what she did, we'll explain to people that didn't see it. She, Fem Van Empel, wearing the UCI World Championship jersey, meaning that she gets to wear that jersey for the whole year, comes in to win, pulls out of her top a little 50 sticker for winning 50 races, right? And then throws that sticker to someone, grabs a sign of 50, and then keeps holding it up. And all I can think about is, man, if I was on the side of the road, I'd be like, I want that sticker.
Yeah. Well, and you have to win by a decent amount. Like you can't win it in a sprint and still
Hmm.
do that
Yeah.
celebration. So the fact that she had a 30-second lead gave her that opportunity. I'm sure she planned that out. Like
Oh,
she knew
well,
what she
she
was
had to.
doing.
It's not like, I
Um,
mean, to keep that in her jersey, in her
Well,
bra or
but you
whatever.
never know. I
Like,
mean, you might crash somewhere along the way.
yeah,
But yeah, she knew what she was going to do if she won it, and she needed to win it by a good amount. So
yeah.
that was a
And
good race to
Sarah,
watch, and the men's races were good. Kind of watching the dynamics play out for Michael Van Torenhout and somebody like Joris Nieuwenhuis, who's his strategy has not been to wait until the end of the race to make a move. He's been making a move early, and then not being able to hold it to the end. And
mm,
he did the same thing this weekend. So he's got to learn. He's got
Kind
to.
of like Cam Mason, who we talked
Yep,
about last.
yep. Pim Ronhard did the same thing. Trying to battle it out with the top guys, but like leading the race for most of it is not the way you're going to win against the best in the world right now. So, but yeah, all good races this year, and so far a lot of good competition on both sides. So
Well, you and I
hope
are
it keeps
both.
up.
Yeah, me too. It's hopefully people could check out these races, and if not, go to YouTube because they'll either rebroadcast them or they'll show highlights of them, and they're really fun to watch. And a few years ago wasn't. I mean, I was kind of getting into it, but then now I really like it because one, they're an hour, if that.
Yep.
I mean, the women's are under an hour, the men's is an hour, so it's not like a 5-hour ordeal of watching a stage race, which is great too in itself. But ain't no one got time for that, as they say. So there's things going on this week. You could start. What's going on in your neck of the woods that you want people to know about?
Well, if you want to go in order, let's look at the thing tomorrow. So you've got something going on tomorrow.
There you go. Well, it's not me personally, but it is Strong Towns Talks Bike Funding. So this is a city event in Richmond. It's tomorrow from 5:30 to 7. Strong Towns RVA. If you don't know Strong Towns, they're an advocate group that fights for not just biking but pedestrian and building strong communities that are walkable, and they're a great organization. Look them up. So them and VCU are putting on an event at VCU about how to fund bike infrastructure. So it's tomorrow. It's free from 5:30 to 7. It's at the Academic Learning Commons at VCU. You need to get tickets on Eventbrite. I'll put a link in the show notes for you. It's from 5, doors open at 5:30. And Andy Bayneau, who is a city planner or works with the city, is going to be there as well, talking funding. He's super knowledgeable. I've had him on the show. I've had him on the pod. We talked about car brain and the effects of car brain. So there you go. That's what's going on first thing. So hopefully I'll post this tonight or tomorrow, depending on time. I mean, definitely tomorrow, because that'd be stupid to post it after the fact.
In a similar topic there, the policy and planning manager is an open position at Bike Walk RVA. So through Sports Backers, I guess, is really the parent organization. So if anyone's listening to this and you're into the bike world and you want to get involved in advocacy and policy and planning, that is definitely something that we need, is somebody with some knowledge in that arena. Sports Backers has the listing up on the page. It's under internships, but I'm not sure that's exactly what the role is. It's apply by November, so I'm not sure what they've got going on, but hopefully somebody will fill that role that's of somebody that knows what they're doing and wants to be in that position. It's not for me. But
it's not for me either. I mean, I could use a permanent, full-time job. But
if anyone knows of any jobs that Ian might be able to do, somebody reach out to Ian. And
hey, speaking of this, I had a subscription to the Mechanics of Transportation podcast from RVA Schools or something. So thank you for subscribing. $3, but thank you. That shows you listen.
Everything helps.
Everything helps. I really appreciate it. The Bike Walk RVA also has a Fall Line Trailblazer coming up. That's November 8th. It's for free hikes or where you, I guess, could hike. And I'm hopefully biking. No, I guess it's hike.
It's the sections that are not done. So it's definitely on foot. So
yeah. So there you go. So go to Bike Walk RVA, check out that stuff. And that's November 8th for free. Free hikes on 3 forthcoming sections of the trail. So yeah, it's a great way to check out the trail. Everyone's chomping at the bit to get on there. And we're rounding out, by the way, also a part of Bike Walk RVA, Bicyclist and Pedestrian Safety Awareness Month from Bike Walk RVA.
Yeah.
Which is every month.
Every month. Every day. Month. Every day of every month.
Yeah, they also, had to sadly put out a statement because there's been, 3 tragic accidents. 1 death, I think, 1 or 2.
I think two deaths and 1 injury.
Someone wheelchair access on Midlothian Turnpike, another bicyclist hit on Broad and a street, and 1 other one too. And it's just, can't say enough about one. Put your damn phone down if you're driving and pay attention and go the speed limit. and two, fight for better infrastructure.
It's the only way to get out of it.
Yeah. So it's awful. So what? You have other stuff going on?
We've got our state championship cyclocross races this coming Sunday, November 2nd at Chimborazo Park in Richmond in the city. And this one we have not done for a few years because of a construction project. And this one has an iconic staircase run that is a stone. If you know the dog park, the stone staircase leading to the dog park, we run up the staircase. And it's quite long. The staircase itself, I think it's 23, 27 steps. Can't remember.
When you do it, you'll count because I don't know about you, but I always count when I'm.
It adds up. 5 laps, 6 laps, you start to really feel the steps. But when you get back on the bike, you still have another maybe quarter mile of climbing, both on pavement and grass, to get to the top of the hill. So that one is a tough one, and it really does favor a climber, sometimes a good runner, but usually the guys from Charlottesville and Harrisonburg come up here and they can usually do pretty well. Us Flatlanders and Tidewater, Hampton Roads, Virginia Beach guys, we're
listen. We have buttermilk, and people ride that, and that's got to be some climbing. So
not quite the same, but
yeah.
But it's
it's
iconic. It's different. It's different. It's iconic. We get people come out and take a lot of pictures there, and that seems to be where a lot of people congregate. So Sunday, cool. November 2nd, 9:30 is the first race, and I believe 2:30 is the last race. So
nice. And that's not the last one of the season, is it?
No, we've got 2 more after that. So New Quarter down in Williamsburg. And then
talk about flat. That's got to be a flat one, right?
It's got a little elevation. When you get down to the river and things like that, there's some parks with hills. I have not seen the course. I don't know what it looks like. So, and then we've got Gillies Creek coming up on November 30th, which would be the final race of the season. So
all I can think about when you say Gillies Creek is the SNL character by Kristen Wiig, Gilly.
Oh,
Gilly,
that one I don't know.
It's great. Will Forte chastising a Kristen Wiig character named Gilly, who messes stuff up. Go look it up on YouTube.
Go look it up on YouTube. That's where everything is. Maybe it's on TikTok for the kids.
Everything for the kids. Yeah, go on the Facebook. Go on the YouTube.
There's probably a 6-7 sketch on there too.
Good Lord! We mentioned this last week about the kids in Belgium that were doing the 6-7 thing. I hope some kids are listening to this and do the 6-7. I'll just keep saying it. The funniest thing, though. Go ahead.
I did see a great cartoon today, and it was comparing Beavis and Butthead and the 6-7 thing and the I Am Cornholio. And it was, we did, it doesn't matter what age you are. We all had something that no adult in the room understood because it wasn't part of their cultural reference. And
it's funny because last week Tonight with John Oliver, which is a great program as well, and another one, I forgot what other one, they showed a montage of newscasters, quote unquote newscasters, so like morning talk show people, talking about 6-7, and you have like, it's 6-7, no one knows what it is, it's 6, and they just did this montage. It's flipping hilarious. You can see that probably on YouTube as well. We mentioned the Mechanics of Transportation podcast, which this is on. The RVA Bike Scene is part of that. If you go back to the previous episode, you'll hear my chat with Andrew Mann, who is the juggernaut behind putting together hundreds of bikes for kids this Christmas under the Christmas Mother banner or umbrella. So him and a group of volunteers got together at his work and are getting together again this coming Saturday. This is coming up on the 1st at Richmond International Raceway inside the track, garages 1 through 8. It's a new venue for them, so they need about 100 volunteers to assemble 450 bikes. And I should back up. Wednesday as well, they have the truck company Estes is delivering those bikes to Richmond.
Right, they need the unloading help.
So they need unloading help. If you go to RABA.org, which is the Richmond Area Bicyclists Association, they'll have a link to what's going on there. So Wednesday, besides Strong Towns, if you go help out them with bikes. He always needs help. But you can check out the episode too on my podcast because I got some good sound of people volunteering, why they volunteer. Yeah.
You don't need to know how to build bikes. There's also people who do some other little bits. So if you know how to build bikes, it's a good event. I did it last year. And if you are just involved in, learning a little bit about bike mechanic work, and you want to go and watch somebody else do it, and so you can do it next year, they can put you to work. They do the unboxing and getting all the things ready so that somebody can get a bike ready to build. So it's kind of assembly line style, and you can be a part of various roles. So it's not like you have to know how to build a bike. You might not have a wrench in hand. It might just be a pair of scissors cutting off some packaging, but they need a lot of help, and it is a good event. And it's to provide bikes Christmas morning for kids in the city. So
or
in
holiday.
the region.
Or holiday. I asked
Or
him,
holiday,
is it only
true.
Christmas? He's like, no, it's Christmas. It's a holiday too.
Yep.
So I don't want people to think, I can't.
They definitely deal with it, everybody that's interested. So
Yeah. So I asked everyone that I interviewed there, do you remember getting your first bike? Did we talk about this already? Did I ask you, do you remember your first bike?
So I'm not sure that you've asked me this directly, but I remember my first actual, like new to me bike. It was Christmas morning, and it was a black, I think 16-inch Kent Ambush. So, it had the top tube pad. The rims were probably, red or chrome, but it was, a coaster brake single speed bike. And then later on, I got the same model in the 20-inch in chrome, just a few years later. There's a really neat website called bmxmuseum.com. And
I've done a podcast with them.
No, this is a different. This is something different.
I apologize.
This is not Chad's museum here in Richmond. Which, if you ever get a chance to go, if you like BMX or you like anything having to do with the history of BMX, go look at Chad Powers BMX shop, Powers Bike Shop out in. They're on Williamsburg Road. I believe they're just outside of the city limits in Henrico. And they've got a fantastic collection of bikes. So check that out. Check out Ian's podcast about with the interview. There's also an article on that somewhere on VPM, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm not sure who you did that for.
I did that one for the Richmonder.
For the Richmonder. So,
Yeah.
but bmxmuseum.com is actually an online, kind of photo gallery, and it's all classified by eras, by years, by brands. And so if you had a bike as a child and you'd like to go see what that thing looked like, go see what, ballpark the year and try to remember who made it. And so I had a black Kent Ambush 16-inch Christmas morning. And I mean, that thing was the start of my freedom, just like everyone else seems to say. And that continued on. I mean, I haven't really stopped riding bikes since.
Wow. I'm trying to show you, I'm trying to share my screen, but it's not letting me share my screen because I want to show you a picture really quick, but it's being persnickety. What the hell? Riverside? Come on, man. Like I pay for this service. Let's see if I could share this really quick. Yeah, so I think if you listen to you listen to because you're a faithful listener, which I appreciate. Okay, share screen. Come on, man. I'll cut this part out.
Do you know what the Schwinn was that you had or what year?
I'm trying to 70s of some kind.
Like I said, BMX Museum. If you know roughly what year, very likely you're going to find.
It's more of a banana bike.
They have those too. I mean, they have things like trials bikes, and they've got a 61 Schwinn Tornado, which was a 26-inch wheeled newsboy cruiser. But I mean, 54 Schwinn Typhoon. So they cover all the stuff. 48 Schwinn Packard 26-inch. It is a really cool website to just get lost in the memory of what your childhood was like. And one of my favorite bikes was it was a Sears Free Spirit, I think. BMX bike. It was yellow. It had yellow painted mags.
That's cool.
They were steel. This bike must have weighed 50 pounds, and riding it when I weighed 40 was, maybe I weighed 65. But anyway, proportionally, it was terrible. But yeah, so check that website out, bmxmuseum.com, and just like take a stroll down your bicycle childhood memory lane. It's really fun.
It's really cool, and the one here in Richmond is really cool too. This is driving me nuts that I can't. Like, it keeps denying me to do it, and of course I can't figure out. I'll post it on the. But it's this black and white. Maybe it was birthday. I think it was. No, it's Christmas because I see these ornaments. Here. You know what? I'll just do this because I people don't give a crap. I have a poll for everyone. Do you want to see this on YouTube? Do you want to see Sean and I talk on YouTube?
Probably not.
Okay. Probably not. But if you do, let us know. I'm going to share this right now. Let's see. Okay. Just because I want you to see it. If you guys do out there, then let us know. And then you'll be the one person. All right. So I just shared it with you.
All right.
And you can take a look at it.
So Schwinn, 76 Schwinn Scrambler, something like that.
I think so. Yeah. I don't remember the name of it, but if you could see it, like, take a look at that thing.
Oh, look at that. Black and white. I see
Black and white.
Man.
It's got, what do you call it? Not chambering. When it fades like that, there's a name for that where you can see the top tube where it goes from black to white, but it's called something.
I mean, it's called a fade, but
yeah, there's a name for it too. But it had I don't think you could see it on here, and maybe I got it later. But I was telling Andrew, it had one of these little motorcycle things that sat on the top tube, and you turned it on and you moved it forward, and it made this like sound like you're on a motorcycle. But these were great. Banana seats are the best for popping wheelies.
So it looks like in that era they made a Hornet and a Stingray and a Scrambler that had the two extra tubes. So I mean, the Hornet, I'm not finding too many of those, but like I said, you can just get lost in like looking at this stuff and be kind of entrenched in this history, man. Like, I would be amazed if you didn't find something almost identical. So
yeah,
but
that's cool.
Yeah,
I should look at it. All right, so
check it out. All right, well let's wrap
I'll have
up.
to cut some of this. Yeah, we've
definitely cut that whole segment out. But
yeah, I'll trim it down. All right, so yeah, maybe I'll run into you this week. Get out on the bike.
Come to the cyclocross race. That includes you, Ian.
Yes.
I race at 11.
Text me to remind me.
Okay.
Because I really want to go. Really need to go to one. Get some
it's fun, and like I said, it's a little bit of a crazy race because there's a lot of heckling at the top of the staircase.
Okay. So I'll get my heckling.
Get your heckling,
gear on.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your rainy cyclocross weather day. I'm gonna go replace some cables on a bike.
There you go. And we'll talk soon. Everyone, thanks for tagging along. And support and subscribe and like and share. How about that?